Well, in 2024, I think we saw in general an increased interest and focus by the federal government on anti-money laundering. It was across a number of industries, but in particular, I think there was a focus on the gaming industry in 2024. Well, in 2024, the government focus in anti-money laundering has been manifested, or it's manifested itself in several ways. First, early on with the Treasury's 2024 National Money Laundering Risk Assessment, which was also joined by the DOJ, the DHS, DOI, and other agencies. Um, this document and this National Risk Assessment expressly highlighted um, the gaming industry. And so obviously the federal government has come out and expressly said that we're interested in this industry. Um, but we've also seen the conclusion of six investigations throughout the course of 2024 from a small tribal game room, card room in California to major casino strips in Nevada, and even a cease and desist order against one of the largest online uh, gaming operators. We've also seen an increase in individual prosecutions, a new whistleblower program, a pilot program, which has provided more information to the federal government to support investigations, and then putting the Corporate Transparency Act, the CTA, into action in 2024. While that is mired in litigation, it's focused on identifying beneficial owners for various shell entities and likely will survive litigation in the current form or in a new form. I don't believe the focus on AML regimes and the anti-money laundering and the BSA will be going away in the years to come. While the incoming administration is generally seen as interested in deregulation, there may in fact be increased regulation in certain areas, in certain BSA particular areas, specifically with regard to national security concerns. The reporting under the BSA and standard AML programs is essential for transparency and to gather financial intelligence in the national security arena. I think the BSA and AML regimes will be around, and there will be significant enforcement actions around terror financing. And so the federal government in particular will be interested in tracking money through the requirements and the strictures of the BSA. And then I also think in the area of money laundering, specifically Chinese money laundering, and then any money laundering tied to drug cartels, in particular fentanyl proceeds, any money that we see moving through the international systems will be tracked, I think, with interest by this administration. And also similarly, any money moving out of or into Iran. And so we may see significant use of the BSA and anti-money laundering regimes with regard to Chinese money laundering, Mexican money laundering, and Iranian sanctions.